want to do. You're already telling them that you are going to stay in the US. You might stay in the US. You are not sure. That after this degree, you still want to continue schooling and continue staying in the US. Abby? No, don't. After that question, your visa cannot be approved. Like the way this person answered the questions, no child. Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm so excited you guys are here. We have another video. If you're new here, my name is Elizabeth. Please do not forget to subscribe to this channel. Do not forget to like the video and do not forget to share the video. In today's video, we'll be answering the F1 interview questions. I have done a part 1 of that. If you've not seen it, please go and see it after this or before this, whichever way you want. So this is different, right? This is a little bit different. They are still F1 visa questions, but these are people's transcript. Like I stumbled on some of it and like, okay, let me bring it here. Let's talk about it. We have some approved ones, we have some that was denied. So let's see why these people were approved. Let's see why these people were denied. So how it's going to work is that I will be reading the questions the visa officer asked the person, and I'll also give you the answers that the person gave the visa officer. Okay, so if I feel like the person answered correctly, I'll tell you, yeah, I feel this is correct. And if I feel like this person did not answer correctly, I'll tell you this person did not answer correctly and suggest a good answer for it. Okay, if that is what you're here to watch, then let's get into it. So guys, the first transcript we'll be looking at is an approved transcript. The person got approved. Okay, so I'll be looking down to read this. In case you see me looking down, I am trying to read. So I'll be reading out the questions to you right now. Okay, good morning, good morning. They exchange greetings. It's very important for you to greet. It's important. It's just manners. It doesn't mean you'll get approved or disapproved. Okay, it's just good manners. Just greet. Why won't you greet? You're meeting someone, just say hi to the person. Okay, please pass me your passport and your I-20. Why are you going to the US? I'm going to the US. I am going for my doctorate degree in chemistry at XYZ University. What is your highest qualification? BSc chemistry. How did you manage to get straight PhD program? I think the person saying, how did you manage to get a PhD straight? So in case you don't know, it's very possible from your undergraduate to skip the masters and go straight to your PhD. It's very possible. You can apply straight to PhD without doing a master's. Very, very possible. So this person said a combination of a high undergraduate degree or CGPA and research experience gained from working with one of the research-oriented faculty members in my department. So apparently this person had a very high CGPA and the person already have research experience. You have to defend it because it's not easy for you to just skip the masters and go straight to PhD. You should have had a very high score. So if you are in this position, you need to get ready to explain to the visa officer that your CGPA was high. You can even go ahead to call out what your CGPA was for them so that they will know. Don't just say your CGPA was high. Where's the proof that your CGPA was high? Do you understand? You can even carry documents to show your CGPA, like all those transcripts and all the, just carry just in case. They might not ask, but just carry it in case. So this person has research experience. You know, PhD, there are a lot of research to do and everything. You won't just have any research experience, or you don't know any, like you don't have any interest in research and all those kind of stuff. So this person said his high undergraduate CGPA, his research experience that he has gained, and he has also spoken to professors in the school which he is going to on research they will work on. So you see, this person explained very well to the visa officer, like in details. Tell me about your school application process, the one you have chosen. So the visa officer was specific. When they say tell me about your school application process, don't go and be mentioning all the schools except if they ask you for all the schools. So this person said, when I discovered XYZ University, my next point of call was the website for chemistry. After reading about the department, I went ahead to visit. This is too long. This is so long. So if they ask you how did you find out about your school, or how did you go about the process, just go straight to the point. I went to the school website, I contacted X, Y, and Z, I made inquiries, and it fits my match and all of those stuff, and I went ahead to apply. So the next question is, how are you going to fund your studies? And this person received a full tuition and a GA position. So he just went ahead to say, I received a full tuition scholarship in addition to a TA position during the school year and an RA during the summer. This person is covered. This person is so covered. So the visa officer was like, wow, congratulations. Do you have family members in Nigeria? And he was like, yes, my whole family resides in Nigeria. So the visa officer handed him the white paper. He was approved and all of that. So it is a straightforward interview. The only thing I didn't like about this question he answered was, tell me about your school application process. You guys, I wish I could show you. It's a whole lot. He said a whole lot of things. It's a whole lot, to be honest. So just go straight to the point, say things that matters, and move to the next. So the next transcript is a denial. This person was denied. So let's take a look at it and let's see what we can learn from it and what we can do better, right? So the visa officer was like, good morning, you hear English, right? I don't know why the visa officer asked that, because this person is a Nigerian and I don't understand. So let's just go into it. And he was like, yeah, sure, he hears English. Pass me your document. So you are going for an F1 visa. And the person just said yes. I mean, don't just say yes. Say yes, I'm going for in this particular school to study this particular course or something. So the next question was, where is this school? Where is this school? And the person mentioned the name of the school, XYZ University. If you did not hear the visa officer, please tell the visa officer to repeat himself or herself. Okay, they will. Don't go and say rubbish. So the visa officer was like, no, I mean the states. And he just said Minnesota. So the next question was, what are some of the courses you will be taking? And he listed the courses: mathematics, chemistry, physics, and all of that. He mentioned some of the courses, and the visa officer asked him, 2 years, right? And he said 4 years. I don't know if this is an undergraduate course or something. He asked again, and I said 4 years. So what does your sponsor do? He's a professional lawyer who owns a firm. He also owns some land and he gets a lot of money from it. No, you can't defend your sponsor like that. That is wrong. What does your sponsor do? Not what do they own. Do you understand? You said he's a professional lawyer. You'd have spoken more stuffs about the law stuff, not saying he owns land. It's not what does he do? That's what they're asking, not what does he own. So when you're talking about your sponsor, talk about what they do. And you have to say it in a manner that is convincing to let the visa officer know that, okay, whatever this person is doing, this person is actually earning a lot of money to be able to sponsor this student. Okay, not what does he own. what does he do? Please, not what does he own. I repeat again. Then he now said, how much approximately does your sponsor earn monthly? And then he said, I can't be specific, but I can assure you it runs into millions. Make sure you find out details from your sponsor. Make sure they are willing to tell you, because sometimes these visa officers would ask. They would ask. You can't say you don't know for sure, but it run into millions and all of that. Do you understand? You have to sound very convincing that I know my sponsor, I know this is what they earn and everything. Okay, you even have the what they call it, the statement there. You can just check and tell them. Okay, make sure you do your research before going to the interview. So the visa officer asked him, why this course? And he said he waited for some second before answering. He now said, I have this plan of setting up an ICT firm somewhere in Lagos or my state after my program. I don't know, it just sounds somehow to me. It could have been better. He should have added more things to make it look like, oh, you already have a solid plan on ground. Don't just answer like, let me just say something. Answer like you are actually passionate about your plans after graduation. If you're not passionate, if they don't see that passion in you, they won't believe you. These people are trained and they know what's up. Okay, so after that, the visa officer gave him the blue paper and the person was denied. So I feel like this person did not answer questions correctly. Say, where are you? You are going for F1 visa. I say yes. You are not even giving backings to your answer. What are you going to, where are you studying? You called the name of the school. Like, so many things were just wrong. It's even if I was the one, I'll feel like this person is not serious. I'll feel like you're not serious. You don't know what you want. Talking about your sponsor, you're talking about what he owns more than what he actually does. So the third transcript is also a denial. This person was denied. So let's learn again from this one what we should do correctly in our own time, right? So the first question is, what are you going to study in the US? And the person answered, well, I'm going for my master's in computer science with a specialization in software engineering. I mean, that what other answer will the person give? So that was like a good answer. What will you be doing? I will be working on how to optimize traditional software engineering, blah blah blah. So the person went ahead to say what they will be doing. But the visa officer went ahead to say, what is machine learning? Like, I don't know if that was the course the visa officer studied in school, but why? So the person went ahead to tell the visa officer what machine learning is. Then the visa officer went ahead to say, mention common examples of machine learning. And at this time, the person wrote, I honestly did not prepare for this, but I remembered something. So the person said something. The visa officer insisted he mentions more. And at this part, the person said he wasn't sure about what to say anymore. And the visa officer went ahead to say, mention common machine learning algorithms. Like, how? That's too much, you know. And the person mentioned something, and the person said, I was already tensed and I wasn't even like giving correct answers because I actually did not prepare for it. And the visa officer went and said, sorry, you do not qualify for a visa. Seriously, I do not know why the visa interviewer was asking so much about the course itself. That was so much. He wasn't even asking the normal general questions and all of that. But we have something to learn from this, yeah? you have to know what you are going to go and study, just in case things like this happens. You understand? Try to know what you are studying, research, even if it's a course you didn't do for your undergraduate and you are going to do it for your masters. Try to read the basics about the course. Try to understand some things about the course. It will not only help you for your interview, it will even help you on the course itself when you start the program, right? So try to be familiar with it. Try your possible best. These visa officers, they went to school and they studied some of these courses that we are studying or we are going to go and study, right? So try to make sure you know what you are studying or what you are going to study, please. So the next, which is the fourth transcript, is an approval. This person was approved, yes. So let's learn from this person. Let's see what this person did right and what we can pick out of this. So why are you going to the US? The common questions. To pursue my doctorate degree in chemistry at XYZ University. Good answer. What other degree do you have? Bachelor's degree. This is not a good answer to me. Bachelor's degree in what, please? Mention your full degree. Bachelor's degree in this, bachelor's degree in that. Don't just come and say bachelor's degree. Okay? So the visa officer had to ask in what course, and he now had to say in chemistry as well. And he said, great, did you have any kind of funding? And the person answered and said, yes, I did. Graduate teaching assistantship. This waives my tuition and also gives me a generous stipend. So the visa officer smiled back and asked, how did you know about this university? It was first recommended to me by a friend who did his graduate studies there. I then read up on the school website, blah blah blah. So the person was trying to say he heard about this from a friend and went to the website to check more about the school and everything. So I like that the person said he went to check the website. You don't just hear from a friend and go to apply. Let the visa officer know that you did your research about the school before applying. Make sense? Don't just tell the visa officer, I heard it from my friend and I went to apply. No, don't do that. Make sure you let the visa officer know that you went to the website, you searched, you did your research, you even went further to contacting the professors in the faculty. Then they know you are a serious human being, okay? And the visa officer said, congratulations, I will be approving your visa. So I hope we learned from that. It was a very straightforward interview. It was straightforward. So for the final transcript we'll be doing today, and it's also a denial. So I really want us to learn from it. That is why I picked 3 denials and 2 approved transcript, right? So I'll be running through this and let's learn from it. Good morning, as it should be. Manners. What are you going to study? Biological sciences at XYZ University. Why biology? And the person said, I lost my sister during childbirth when I was 5 and decided I am going to become a medical doctor. I really don't think that is like enough to say. There should be other things that are really like really solid for you to say, like something out of your passion or because of this or because of that. You shouldn't just lie on because you lost your sister and you said you want to become a doctor. That's just the reason. You understand? You have to say things that are more solid. And the visa officer now said, what do you intend to do with the degree? And what steps are you supposed to take before becoming a doctor? And the person said, becoming a doctor in the US requires 2 stages, pre-med and medical school. I've chosen biology as my pre-med course and would like to attend a medical school in Nigeria or the US. So you're automatically trying to tell these people that this degree you are going for, when I finish this degree, I have not decided if I want to do the other degree in Nigeria or US. I'm not even sure of what I want to do. You're already telling them that you are going to stay in the US. You might stay in the US. You are not sure. That after this degree, you still want to continue schooling and continue staying in the US. Abby? No, don't do that. Don't do that. And the visa officer just told him, after that question, your visa cannot be approved. Like the way this person answered the questions, no child. The way you spoke about why you want to study the course, it wasn't enough, and that's very important. They want to know you are passionate about these things and you have plans on what you want to use this degree to do. And you telling them that you would like to attend your med school in Nigeria or US, you are not even sure of your plans are not yet sure. You don't know what you want to do. And the fact that you are saying after this degree you want to do another one in that same US, you're trying to tell them that, oh, I will stay long in this your country, I will stay, I have come to stay. Don't do that. They don't want you to stay, so don't come and tell them you want to stay, so they won't approve your visa. Okay, so make sure your plans are legit, they are solid. The reason why you want to study your course is you being passionate about something and you having plans to do something with this your course, not just, please. Okay, to the end of this video. I'm so excited we did this. I hope you guys learned from this. I hope you guys did. Okay, please do not forget to subscribe to the channel. Do not forget to like this video and do not forget to share. Okay, see you guys in the next video. Bye.